Hey, I think we should start a podcast.
You're a podcast! All right, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of You're a Podcast. I'm one of your hosts, Austin Kassler, and this is my lovely wife.
Hi, I'm Faith.
And she is lovely, nailing the intro every time.
Yeah.
Except for the one time I didn't call you lovely, and I apologize.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah. But what's up? We're back. We're here. We're fancy. So fancy. Look at these. We got the videos.
We're so fancy.
Got the videos. Look at this. We got the booms, the boom arms.
Dang.
Look at that.
Fancy. Look at us improving our setup.
Yeah.
And we're fancy because as of this very moment, when this podcast comes out, we've been married for a year.
Ba-boom.
And together for 10 and a half.
Most fancy. So fancy.
So fucking fancy.
Why you so fucking fancy?
Amazon, mostly. That's where most of this stuff came from. Amazon is why we're so
much
fancy.
More fancy.
That's why we're fancy, guys. Amazon Prime.
And now you have to look at our boom booms. That's
our boom baby.
Boom.
Bam Bam Baby, I think is what it's actually.
Bam Bam Baby
boom,
is
boom, baby.
Adventure Time. Because he's like, I fell in my own Bam Bam.
Bam Bam.
Yeah. I went Bam Bam on a leaf. And then Jake's mom picks him up and he's like, this baby just needs some smoochies. And then she gives him smoochies. Just needs a little sugar. And then he's like, you just kissed a Bam Bam Baby. Don't expect no sugar from me tonight.
Exactly. Bam Bam Babies. But we thought, in light of our anniversary and our newly acquired fanciness, we would do a not so newlywed game.
Yes.
Mostly newlywed, I guess. People, I think a year is still newly.
We
and
are
a lifetime.
Relatively newly wed. Not
relationship.
Together.
It's not the newly relationship game. No. We did that already.
We did.
We were supposed to fall in love, but instead we just asked questions that would scare any sane person away on a first date.
Yeah. And kind of made everybody real sad.
Yeah. You know, the only question that, like, besides that list of questions that could, like, that for sure most of the time scares people away. There's not any normal person that's like, oh yeah, this is normal. Mm-hmm. It's like, hey, what's your social security number and your mom's maiden name?
Just obvious hacking questions.
Just can't ask those things on a date.
At least not a first date. I wait till like the third date to get the social security number.
Well, yeah, obviously.
Yeah, you got to get a little bit of that trust in first.
Just a smidge, just 3 dates worth of trust.
I'm a real smooth talker. I can get a social security, at least half a social security number by the third date.
Even now, we've been together for, 10 and a half years. When I ask you for your social security number, I feel weird.
Why?
I don't know.
Okay.
Like, this is really personal. Like, what's your soch?
The only reason...
I think there's only been to like apply for things.
Yeah, the only reason why I don't just know your social security number is because it's tough to remember a 9-digit number.
Yeah, I've got like the first of yours remembered, not the end for some reason.
Well, let's not give it out to these people. We
don't trust you that much.
Yeah, you got to go out on at least 3 dates with me to get that. So
and now his dating days are over, so too late.
Sorry.
I'm still working on it. We've only been on 2 dates. One day I'll get a social.
We've been married and together for 10 and a half years, but only 2 dates.
The wedding was one of them. Yeah. That was my second date.
Yeah.
That's like Married at First Sight. That's their first date.
That's crazy.
It is. They're crazy. Anyways, okay, let's get started on this because it's going to take a while.
Okay.
Some of these questions, I feel like we'll just have to... I think you'll sound conceited because I already know the answer to this one. We talked about it already. So Austin's conceited. Who's the better kisser? Austin thinks he is.
I think I. Oh, but we're supposed to write these down, aren't we?
It's fine.
Okay.
This is easier. I agree because I kiss you. I've never kissed myself. So that makes you conceited.
I've just kissed more people.
I've kissed 2, including you. Actually 3 because I kissed Caitlin once. Well, she kissed me. I mean, I guess that technically counts. Technicality. I mean, I kissed people when I was like a kid. But yeah, I've only kissed one other person besides you, like in like a way.
way.
Yeah. You've kissed I don't know how many people. A lot. Even after we started dating.
Definitely quite a few. What was that? Was that me?
I don't know. I think I knocked a box over. I did. That's my B.
You did.
Sorry, guys, if you hear a box fall.
Something wasn't my fault. Took 10.5 years.
Oh, my.
But something was finally not my fault. Boom! Marriage won.
I've only been married for 1 year.
That still counts.
So you think you're a better kisser?
I do. I think I'm a better kisser. You're
because
a good
of
kisser.
Experience.
Yeah, you're a good kisser.
You have better lips also.
I do have these
small lips. Not that small. Like my Gigi had like no lips. So like I'm happy I inherited some amount of lip.
I do have chapped lips more often, but that's just because I hate chapstick.
Yeah, I know. That's why I put chapstick on before I go to bed and I kiss you.
Yeah, I
gotta sneak it on there somehow.
And I don't like it.
I know.
I wipe my lips after you go upstairs all the time.
Well, at least it's on there for a second. You also need to lotion your hands more.
I do. All this hand washing has been making my hands really dry.
Literally at work, I have a bottle of lotion and I wash my hands so many times. But after I wash my hands, I lotion, which I feel like is kind of counterproductive. Yeah. Like germs probably stick to lotion better than clean hands. But you know. Yeah,
I do need to lotion up more. Anyways, moral of the story is Tin's a better kisser.
I mean, I guess it's a unanimous vote, but you're still conceited. Yeah.
I make more moves in the kissing department too.
What do you mean?
I'm like, we'll be like, and then we'll be like, and I'll be like, and then you'll be like, oh, and then I make more of the moves.
You're a forward kisser.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sometimes too much tongue. Just saying. But that's okay.
Yeah. We're in the heat of the moment.
Anyways, what do you think my weirdest quirk is? Quirk. I'm quirky.
Quirky.
I'm a quirk.
I've
got a lot. Austin only has one, and I know it.
Yo, you already know it?
I know your weirdest.
All right,
quirk.
let me see your weirdest quirk.
You'll see if we agree on what my weirdest quirk is. I'll tell you after you decide.
I don't know. It's one of the weird quirks that I have noticed that I don't think we've ever even actually talked about is like how much you like insist on taking care of your books, which is not like the actual quirk, but you insist on your book staying in like pristine condition, and every hardcover when you start to read it, you take the jacket off.
It's really, have you read a hardcover with the cover on? It's weird. It like
all of them.
It bows out. I don't like it.
I know, but it's just like you want your books to stay like so pristine, and I get that.
Yeah.
But then you take the protection off.
Well, yeah. Well, because then the part that people see when they pick my book up is clean still.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
And also it's weird to read because it always it doesn't like stay on, right? You know, like library books, they like tape it on so it stays on.
Okay.
But regular ones, it just fucking flaps all over the goddamn place. It's weird.
I'm just saying, it's a weird quirk.
Yeah.
And also you do gladiator fights with your eggs.
I wouldn't have said either of those were my weirdest quirk.
No.
I think
what, maybe the cuticle thing?
That I think they're going to rip all the way up to my elbow. I don't really think that.
I don't even know if that's like a quirk.
That's trauma. My mom traumatized me. No, I thought you were going to say that I like to put my feet on your stomach.
That is weird.
When Austin walks by, if I have like my feet over like the arms of the couch, I'll like stretch my feet out and like put them on it just feels nice. Just like fills my foot nicely.
Because I got a tummy.
It's warm. I like it. I think that's probably my weirdest besides all the ones we've talked about. Like I'm a little quirky.
Weird.
I'm just weird all around. But like I don't like vibrations or sticky things. Like those are weird.
Well, I mean,
not that weird.
Those make sense, but the extent that you hate them is weird.
Yeah. Do you know what your weirdest quirk is? Because I think I know
I leave
what
my
it is.
socks everywhere.
No, that's just
the
annoying.
one you hate the most.
Your weirdest quirk is that you eat a Kit Kat by eating all the chocolate off of the wafer first and then eating the wafer separately.
I do.
That's weird.
It's
like a serial killer trait. That's really weird.
Where if I were to become a serial killer,
I'd be like, oh, I should have known.
This was the sign.
Yeah. I should have known Austin eats the chocolate off his Kit Kats. It's really weird. I think Aisha does it too, though, right?
You know, I don't know.
I thought I've seen her do it before. Maybe she just did it because you were doing it, though.
I think maybe because, you know, she was trying to hop on the trend.
On that wafer eating trend.
It's fun. Your Kit Kats last longer. It's like an adventure. You like dissect it layer by layer.
It's really weird. I don't know. And that makes it sound more serial killer-y that you're saying you're dissecting your Kit Kat.
Oh, listen. When we talk about like I was a cook for a long time, and when we would talk about breaking down, like we would get whole animals in, like chickens, or we've gotten like whole pigs and stuff in before, and you butcher it, but you're always like, okay, so then you come in around the shoulder joint and like you like
demonstrate on yourself
like you're cutting up people.
Yeah, all chefs are serial killers is the moral of the story.
It could very easily be.
They already have bloody knives.
Yeah, already have
Butchers.
bloody knives. I mean, now with, you know, forensic technology and stuff, you can definitely tell the difference.
Yeah, but hopefully, you know, like people are always like, girls make good serial killers because they already know how to get blood out of clothes, because periods. Probably chefs are the same. Like butchers, they probably know how to get blood out of clothes.
Yeah, I guess. But, I mean, definitely butchers.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to be a butcher. I bet it smells gross all the time. Raw meat doesn't smell good.
It depends. Yeah, raw meat smells bad when it goes bad. It
just smells weird. It smells like iron.
Fresh.
It smells like blood.
It does. It kind of smells like blood, but you work in such cold conditions.
Yeah.
And it doesn't really have much time for odor to get around unless it's going bad.
Yeah. I don't know. Like I didn't realize until like I had my old caregiving job and somebody was bleeding a lot that like I didn't like this. Like the smell of blood makes me nauseous. Like, I don't care about seeing it.
Yeah.
But like it was just like a lot.
No, blood doesn't smell great.
No. Anyways, back to our lovely Newlywed game.
Ooh, yeah.
Who said I love you first?
Me.
You did.
Yeah.
100%.
100%. Like way before you.
Way before.
Yeah. And we were.
Well, actually, your exact words, I still remember.
I think I love you.
I think I love you. And I said, okay, let me know when you know. And you said, I just told you. And I was like, no, you didn't. You said you think.
Yeah. I texted it to you. I was on a camping trip. And I obviously in high school, you kind of confuse infatuation with love.
Yeah.
But.
When do you think you really loved me? Because when I told you I loved you is when I really loved you. But I was infatuated with you, like, you know, like only high schoolers can be obsessed with you for a while. I just didn't love you until like 6-7 months in.
No, and that's totally fine.
Normal.
I don't know if there was like an exact moment that I knew that I like loved you.
This is the one.
I did know that I wanted to marry you after we moved up to Oregon, and we kind of like we made it. You know, we moved out of the apartment with the shitty roommate. For real shitty. If you're listening to this, stop because you suck. We moved out, like we got our own place, and we even were able to be in a position where we could like invite friends who needed help, like moving out of state, to come live with us. And like we went out on our own. We took a huge chance and we made it. Yeah. And then like once we settled into that new apartment, I was like, this is it. Yeah. I think that's probably around the same time, maybe a little bit before we moved to Oregon. Like when we decided that we were going to move out of state together, I was like, okay, like this is probably like it. But yeah, I loved you probably like 6 months into the relationship when I actually officially told you, like 2 months after you told me. I was like, oh yeah, I think I do. Well, because I think my infatuation stage just kind of bled into actually loving you. Like there wasn't like just blended together. Yeah. The honeymoon phase. Our honeymoon phase lasted forever. We didn't have a first fight for so long. Until we were like living together. Yeah, pretty much. Mm-hmm. We're just perfect, guys. This one's an easy one too. Okay. Who's the best cook? You.
Obviously.
Yeah, duh.
I'm the better baker for sure.
I think so. Yeah,
But
absolutely.
that's because I follow directions.
Yeah, I don't
unlike
follow.
some.
I don't follow box directions very well.
Box direction, card directions, anything with baking and specific measurements that you actually have to follow or it's ruined forever. You can't do.
Yeah, IKEA cabinets, the worst.
For real.
Yeah.
Austin hates building things.
Dude,
He's not
everything
good
that we've
at
ever gotten from IKEA, I've broken at least a piece of.
For real.
Yeah.
It's really annoying. I'm like, Austin, can you just help me like with this one thing? Because I know he hates assembling furniture, and really doesn't bother me at all. I kind of find zen in it.
I will like build furniture from nothing
Yeah.
better than I would put together an IKEA cabinet.
And I have no problem with it. I tried to put together our IKEA bed frame all by myself once. The metal one I pretty much did alone.
Yeah.
But the one we had before, it was just impossible. It was too heavy to like maneuver on my own.
Well, it was so awkward.
But I really tried.
That was a cool bed frame. It had like
It was
drawers
too damn
underneath the
high.
bed. It was
We didn't need the box
really
spring is the
high.
problem.
Yeah, because we had a box spring too, but it wasn't a bad bed frame.
No, it was fine. I'm happy. I mean, it was impossible to take apart because, IKEA furniture, not really made to be taken apart.
No.
It's made for single use. This one requires a little bit more discuss.
Discuss. You discuss me.
Which Disney character am I most like? I have a couple of answers for you. I've pondered these because I wrote them down, so it takes Austin more time.
Yeah, I haven't thought about these. These are fresh.
I told you to read them.
Oh yeah, you did. That's true.
Marriage.
Sometimes like, because in relationships, it's not always like consistently like you're so in love.
No.
Like
Ups and downs.
Well, there's times when you're like so in love with
So
each
in love,
other,
peak
and like
love.
you're just being like sweet and cuddly.
I've never
and
not
you're
loved
like,
you.
Oh,
I mean, like,
yeah.
obviously when we first started dating, but like sometimes I'm like, God, this fucker.
Yeah.
Can he not just listen to me?
No, and I get that.
I'm sure it's the same.
And and there's times where like you're just like so in love with each other and you're like cuddly and you're like there's nobody else in the world like you, and then there's like some moments like what we just did and you're like, oh, we have exactly the same relationship as everybody else.
Yeah. Yeah. Relationships take work, guys. Don't let anyone tell you differently because they're lying.
Oh yeah, I mean it shouldn't be a ton of work.
No, but you need to put the work in if you want it to last. Obviously, we haven't had that many arguments or anything, but it still takes the work. Anyways, who am I?
Disney characters.
Character, not even like princess or anything specific, just any character. And don't say sadness.
If sadness wasn't so like utterly depressed all the time.
I've had my sadness days.
Well, everybody has, but I'd like the character, like she is able to like take a situation and make like a quippy turn to a negative. You do that a lot.
Yeah.
And it's funny. You're like,
Like I've decided I'm pouting for the entire summer because everything's canceled.
we're never gonna make it. You need to be more positive.
I'm positive we won't
positive we're not gonna make it. That's. I'm pretty sure you've said that.
I probably have.
Yeah. Let me think. My first reaction is Mulan, but I think that's just a racist thing.
I would fight for my country. I wouldn't.
No, I don't think you would.
I've thought about it.
Oh,
Being
absolutely.
in the military. I feel like everybody thinks about it at some point.
Yeah.
It's just like one of those things that comes up, like astronaut, cop, military, war hero.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't be a war hero. If I were to join the military, I'd be a cook in the Air Force.
Yeah. No, I don't think I'm like Mulan.
No.
But I am pretty.
You are pretty. And Asian.
And Asian.
Yeah.
And I would keep a little pet cricket.
You would. I'm trying to think.
This is why you should have reviewed the
I
questions.
should have. Well, there's so many Disney characters.
There are.
All right, you give me, you do yours for me first.
For you.
Yeah.
Okay. So I think that you are... It sounds funny because first when I was thinking about this, I was like, he's like the Beast because you're hairy. But you're not because you're not going to be like, you'll starve.
Oh, yeah. He was a dick in the beginning of that movie.
For real.
Yeah.
I kind of think you're like Wreck-It Ralph.
Yeah, I can see that. All right.
Kind of Wreck-It Ralphie.
I can see that.
You know, you're a good guy, but like you fuck shit up sometimes. You just do your job.
IKEA cabinets.
Yeah. IKEA. Exactly. You wreck things. I'm like over here like fix it Felix. Fix it
I'm gonna wreck it.
Except for people like you, like Fix It Felix.
Yeah.
And people like me, like Wreck-It Ralph.
Oh, you know what? Tinkerbell.
I'm like Tinkerbell. Because I don't talk.
No. But you can talk, obviously. We have a podcast.
Yes.
Man, that would be a terrible podcast.
Just you talking and me going. We would always just need video.
Well, because you love helping out. Like you're definitely, you're a supporter. Like you love helping people out and doing that and being super supportive, but you're so frustrated with what everybody does and you feel like you can't convey that.
That's true.
You're exactly like Tinkerbell.
That's a better answer than what I thought. I just said Bill because I love books and I would sacrifice myself for my family.
Totally. That's a good answer too.
Yeah.
But.
And then it would just be cute if you were the Beast, you know.
Yeah.
But
totally.
you wouldn't kidnap me. Hold me against my will. He doesn't really hold her against her will. She leaves.
Maybe.
She could just leave him. I would probably do the same thing though, like honestly.
Like 20 minutes after he meets her, like at first it was like you can't leave.
Yeah.
But he eventually lets her go.
And then she leaves and then he comes back and the wolves like attack him and she could just literally leave him for dead. But somehow Belle's a beast, similar to Mulan, lifts the beast onto a horse by herself.
He's like an 800-pound thing. He took out a pack of wolves. It's not
quite as impressive as Mulan holding onto a horse between her thighs. She's pulled up, holding onto a rope, but
yeah,
it's pretty impressive.
Also, like you're falling and you have to save a dragon. Like that's a shitty dragon.
What Disney character do you think you are? Was I close? Do you think?
Dude, I think Wreck-It Ralph is pretty on the nose, to be honest.
Yeah.
Belle is a good one for you. For me, I don't know. Maybe what's the guy from Mulan? The
Shan Yu.
The guy who ends up
loving
Mulan.
You're kind of like I'm.
Like I could.
What's his name? King of the Rock.
King of the Rock.
What's his name?
Yao.
Yeah. I'm Yao. You're like Yao.
I definitely don't think that highly of myself.
No.
But I was saying
I'm Chien Po.
Chien Po is so funny.
You're kind of like Baymax also. He's like a good cuddler. You're helpful. Give me a boost. Not so healing.
No, I'm not good at that. But I was saying the guy from like the guy who falls in love with Mulan, whatever his name is. Yeah, because like when it goes down, like I can be in charge, like I can kind of like make it happen.
Business.
But deep down, I have no fucking idea what's going on. Like I just kind of got cast into the position.
Mushu's just winging it. You're Mushu.
Man, anytime that I could get compared to Eddie Murphy, I'm cool.
Or you're like Baloo. You love food. You love relaxing and going with the flow. You like a good back scratch.
I do love a good back scratch.
That's it. I take it back. You're Baloo.
I like Baloo. Baloo and Wreck-It Ralph are pretty on the nose.
Yeah. Okay. I'm Tinkerbell and regular Belle. I'm just the Tinkerbell.
And Belle.
Belle. Like Belle is spelled. And anyways.
Yeah. You didn't expect that answer to come out of Tinkerbell.
I didn't. It was good though. Yeah. What's your pet name for me? I already know this, obviously. Missy. I know. I call him Mr.
Yeah.
Or Tin. But it's not even a pet name anymore. It's just a nickname at this point.
I kind of started embracing it myself, and then our niece started calling me Unca Tin.
Yeah.
And so now it's just kind of...
Now he's just Tin.
Everybody
calls him Tin. Sometimes it's
not everybody, but...
No. Sometimes it's weird. When other people call you Tin, I'm like, whoa, that's weird.
Yeah.
Not Cassidy, because she's adorable, and Unca Tin's so cute. Yeah. But I think other people...
She'd call me Poohhead, and I'd be okay with that.
Okay. I'm Uncle Poohhead. Yeah. He calls me Missy. We don't do like babe. We're not babers. You tried it for a little bit. I was babe for a little bit.
Yeah,
you were never babe.
It didn't feel good.
No.
It felt like deep down I didn't like you. When I kept calling you babe all the time.
Because I didn't start calling you Mr. until like we moved up here. It was like years before Mr. became a thing. We didn't really have pet names for each other. Tin is only in the last couple of years also.
Tin is pretty new.
Yeah, I don't know, 3-4 years.
Yeah. Well, because in the beginning of the relationship, we kind of tried out pet names, me more than you.
Yeah, I never was big on the babe thing, or you had like a pumpkin phase, and I was like, no.
That didn't feel good either.
No.
But it was more like a pumpkin.
Yeah, still. I was like, no.
Nah, it didn't match.
You did honey for a while, but not for long.
No.
I tried honey bun. I called you lemon poo.
Yeah, you called me lemon poo for a while.
Because it rhymed. I love you, lemon poo.
And she'd be like, what you want to do?
Lemon poo. Exactly. So if you guys call your significant other lemon poo.
You're a lemon poo.
You're a lemon poo. I'm trying to read, sorry.
Okay.
I'm just going to sit here quietly. Oh. What am I most likely to go to jail for?
Murder. So for somebody. Yeah. Somebody's just going to push you over the edge. You're going to get really frustrated with them and you're going to murder them.
I want to disagree.
I know you do, but it's not going to happen.
It's not. It's because I'm just like, I won't ever be pushed to that. I mean, I might. Don't say never, I guess. I don't want to be pushed to that. But if someone like murders my family, you know, you're about to get murdered.
Yeah. I'm not saying that it would be over something small, but I'm saying that if you were to go to prison for something,
yeah,
that's what it would be for.
Yeah.
Because you're not going to rob anybody. You're not going to do like
horrible.
Any sort of like
rob them of their life.
Yeah. You're not going to do any sort of like high scale financial schemes or anything like that.
Just have a stomachache.
Yeah. You're not going to like,
I need a heat of the moment crime.
Yeah. You're not even going to get in a fight with anybody. You're just going to murder them.
Honestly though, I feel like sometimes I'm like on the verge of getting in a fight with somebody, but I'm just rational and just walk away. Yeah. Because I'm like half thinking like I could definitely kick this person's ass, and the other half to me like, I don't know this person. They could probably kick my ass.
Oh, dude. And with how popular MMA is and
like,
all that shit, like you never know.
But like when it's drunk people, I'm like, I could probably kick your ass.
Yeah, what you do is you just stand on their feet. They never see it coming.
I think you'd go to jail for really excessively speeding or stealing something.
Yeah. I've really calmed down on the stealing stuff. I used to steal from like department stores and stuff a lot.
Yeah, that's why I was saying, like, it might happen.
Yeah, we're broke and like just out of high school. We needed shampoo.
Yeah. We needed Jeff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if it was either of those things. Do you think it would be something else? Do you think you go to jail for something else? Would you defend my honor if somebody like slapped me?
I mean, yeah.
If some like drunk guy just like groped me, you'd get in a fight and go to jail.
I mean, I would definitely get up in his face. Whether or not it turned into a fight would be up to the drunk guy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, maybe that. I think if anything, I might go to jail for being like
drunk in
out
public.
at a comedy bar and getting too drunk.
Yeah, that's possible too. Drunk and disorderly.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised by that either. I'd be pissed. I'd leave you in jail. They'd call me and be like, hey, can you bail your husband out? I'm like, no, he can sit in there. I'll bail him out in the morning. I'll come get him in the morning. He'll know that I'm cranky when I get there.
I would honestly prefer that.
Honestly.
Because then it gives you a little bit to cool down.
Yeah. I would just be stewing. I would just come sleep deprived from being cranky all night.
Yep.
Might be better just get you and get it over with.
Yeah. I mean, I'll be drunk, so I probably won't remember too much of it.
For real.
And I get really helpful when I'm drunk.
Yes, you are. You're really helpful.
Yeah.
But you like to get naked. Austin's a naked drunk.
Yeah, I just said I like being helpful.
Who initiated the first kiss? I did.
Yeah, you did.
I did. Mm-hmm. So weird because it doesn't seem like me.
It doesn't.
No, but I remember it distinctly. 10 years later.
I was sitting, which was weird.
You were sitting. It was before high school. There was like this low wall outside of our high school.
Let's clarify that. It was before school in high school.
Yes.
It wasn't.
Before
we weren't
school.
kissing before high school.
Yes, that's true. We weren't because we started dating in high school. So it's before school, in high school. I used to wait every day for this like butterfly moment of watching Austin walk down the hill coming to school. I was like, oh, there he is. And he was sitting on this low wall we also used to hang out at before class. The bell had rung, everybody had walked away, and Austin was like sitting there on this little wall, and I was standing between his legs, and he had like his hands on my hips, and he was looking up at me, and I just like went for it.
Yep.
The second time, because we broke up after that kiss.
we
for
did.
A couple months. The second time you kissed me, kind of. You were walking me to class before you even asked me out again. And you like went for it, and I was just like, okay, and just like kissed you.
Yeah, I mean,
like, all right. So depends on which first kiss, the first kiss, or the first kiss of us starting to date.
Yeah,
again, officially. But I did it.
I'm cool with you taking the W on that one.
The credit.
You know, I've initiated lots of smoochies since then.
Yeah, this one I put on here just because I like to rub it in your face.
Oh no!
Who would win a game of Monopoly?
Fuck. The only time I've ever said fuck you to Faith was playing Monopoly.
He was a very sore loser.
Dude, I don't know what it is, but you crush at Monopoly.
I don't either.
Every time. It's
just one of those things
unfair.
About me. I'm just good at Monopoly.
It's crazy. I was so frustrated because Faith was beating me at Monopoly like the actual way. Like I had mortgaged all my houses. I had sold all of my properties. I didn't
even cheat. I didn't even steal money from the bank.
No, that's what made me so mad. Was like, at least if you were cheating, I could blame it on something, but I could only blame it on you being good.
I'm good at Monopoly.
Yeah.
What
and then
can I say?
At one point she like took, like I had like $4 left or something. And I was just like, fuck you. And then she was like, that didn't feel good. And I was like, and then we had to stop.
He was so close to flipping the board over.
I was.
We haven't played Monopoly since, is the moral of the story. Austin won't play with me.
I won't.
Similar to 007 GoldenEye.
I will play that with you again, but you are weirdly good at that game. Like other first-person shooters and stuff like that.
Good.
Not the best. You're not bad.
I'm a good sniper.
Yeah, but like specifically 007 GoldenEye, you're like weirdly good at.
Yeah. I just, just got one of those things.
I guess.
One of those talents. I've got a few.
Yeah. We mentioned it earlier. You're quirky.
I'm a quirky lady. I can crush you at Monopoly. I've played Monopoly a couple times, like in like big groups, like when we had those summer people, like the people from the Y that would come to my neighborhood because we were in low income, and we'd play in like big groups. And whenever I would start to lose, me and Isaac, like my childhood best friend, would like get married in Monopoly and combine our households.
Nice.
Yeah, it worked.
Nice.
And then I played once in economics.
Yeah, I played once in economics too, and
crushed that shit.
And I had fun because I wasn't playing you.
Well, I crushed. Yeah, anybody else good at Monopoly? I'll ask in the poll. Most people don't like that game. It's
long and complicated, and there's a lot of math.
The only person that played Monopoly with me consistently, and I beat, I'm pretty sure every time, is Kelly. She still played with me though.
I don't have that characteristic.
What am I most likely to go viral for?
I mean, hopefully this podcast.
Yeah.
But
for being just so hilarious and pretty and perfect in every way.
I mean, honestly, probably this podcast, because you don't
do anything.
Well, not anything that's like broadcast out on the internet, and it's not like you have a personality that you like lash out and do like crazy stuff that get posted on the internet.
No.
World star shit.
Yeah. No, I don't do that. I don't really like just record stuff either, so it's not like I catch something funny on accident. Unless
one of our animals were to do something.
Yeah. I might. It's like viral by proxy.
Yeah.
Like I captured it.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I think you're going to go viral for your rant about Disneyland being opened during the Spanish flu.
Damn it. You love to rub that in my face. She's already rubbed that in my face one time today.
I did.
Like today. Like
it's because we're talking about Disneyland reopening.
It's like at least a once a day kind of thing.
Not even. Calm down. I haven't reminded you about it in a while. But it's not.
It's a solid once a week thing.
Honestly, you will probably go viral for something like when you're like, you have all these like random like sketch ideas that you want to do.
Yeah.
So like probably if you ever actually did one of those things, if not the podcast or like one of our videos from us getting that Zorb, we can go viral for spinning each other around like crazy people.
Yeah, that was funny.
We won a Zorb. I don't know if we told you guys like officially. We accidentally entered a dance contest and won a Zorb.
Yeah, we accidentally entered a dance contest and won.
Yeah, we have some good videos of us spinning everybody around in the Zorb.
Yeah, so we won a Zorb. But it
just
wasn't
one Zorb.
It's not one of the like big, huge ones that you can just like
it's like
close up and roll down a hill or put on a lake.
Just like a backpack Zorb.
It's totally a backpack Zorb.
The people use them like I've seen like Zorb soccer and like I like those bouncing places, which would be horrible because it's already sweaty just being in a Zorb. But like the trampoline parks, they have Zorbs, and I'm like,
you're trapped in this like cylinder
tube
that is just like stale air.
Yeah.
So it's not
so sweaty.
It's not great. It's super sweaty.
So
but
sweaty.
Man, you can take a drop kick, let me tell you.
Yeah. It's fun.
It's crazy.
We did a lot of kicking. Mm-hmm. It was good and running into each other. It's a nice way to get your aggressions out when we were pouting. Well, I've declared that I'm pouting for the whole entire month of June because we're not in Greece.
Yeah.
It's such a stupid problem. But we like started kicking the Zorb around to get our aggressions out.
We did. We beat up the Zorb.
We did. Just the Zorb. Not even, there wasn't anybody in it.
Yeah. Office Space style.
We need to have some good music playing. Yeah. What do you think you'd go viral for, Austin?
I think one of my sketch ideas is a possibility. The one that I think would be the best, like, I honestly don't know if it'll ever happen because it has to be super high budget for it to work.
Yeah.
But
if you make it big one day.
Yeah, maybe. Or I mean, going viral for comedy would be cool.
That would be cool. Just like a good one-liner.
Or a few, you know. Or even
just like viral videos are usually short.
I mean,
maybe it's just because like all the viral videos now are from like TikTok, which is just inherently short.
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of comedy videos that end up going viral like are stories. You know, they're like 4 to 15 minutes. Like Bert Kreischer's The Machine. Yeah, went like super viral.
That's true.
And it's like a 15 or 15 odd minute story.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I think if I were to go viral, it would probably be for capturing something, not actually being in a video or something here.
Yeah, I think that's accurate.
What would my last meal be?
Your last meal?
My last meal. My last rites if I was on death row or something, or like you just knew I was going to die.
Okay.
I'm eating meat. We'll say that.
No, and I know that.
Because, if it's my last meal.
Well, because I was just about to say, if it's your last meal, you're going to eat something because you like it, not because most of the meals that you eat are determined by how much they're going to make your stomach upset. Yeah. If it's your last meal, you don't fucking care. Yeah. So maybe either duck and mashed potatoes. And broccoli. Meal.
I love broccoli.
You do love broccoli.
Good.
So I think that might be one. Okay, it's duck, it's mashed potatoes, it's fries.
Oh yeah.
It's broccoli. Yeah. With nothing on it.
Nope. Maybe a little butter.
That's maybe a little butter.
Just a little.
It's rice.
So many carbs. All the carbs.
Yeah, it's rice and eggs.
And bread.
Rice and eggs and bread and lobster mac and cheese.
Oh yeah, God, I love lobster mac and cheese, but I can't eat it.
Exactly. That's exactly why you'd eat it. If they were to put you on the electric chair, if I were to ever have to do the electric chair, like I got sentenced to death row and they were like, you know what? We're not even doing lethal injection. You get the fucking chair. Yeah. I would eat so much that when I got electrocuted, I would just barf all over everybody.
Oh my God. Horrible. Yeah, I don't know what your last meal would be. Something, I do actually. The exact meal we had in Paris.
Ooh, that was a good meal.
It was a damn good meal.
It was a good meal.
But like my food too, like both sides of that meal. You'd want it all.
Dude, you know what?
It would have been 16 courses for one person.
That was one of the coolest things, was because we went to Paris, and like one of my, if I get any say in anything that happens on this trip, it's that when we're in Paris, we have to eat at a Michelin star restaurant.
That was his caveat to going to Paris.
I was like, it can be a 1 star, it can be a 2 or 3, whatever. I don't care. It just has to be a Michelin star restaurant. And she was like, yeah, okay. And I mean, it like doubled the budget for our trip, but
for real. But we did it.
Yeah, we ate at a 3 Michelin star restaurant.
It was really good.
Called L'Estrance.
Really good.
Really good.
Really good.
Really good.
Sometimes I think it can't possibly be as good as we think it is.
You know what? There's
like that
plates.
Chocolate chip baguette. There's no way it was as good as I think it is, because I was starving.
It was really good. And I ate it after I had already eaten my chocolate croissant.
Yeah.
And my teeny tiny to-go espresso cup. You remember that?
It was so cute.
Yeah.
It's a tiny little cup.
But so like I think back on that, and there were a few plates that were like the best thing I've ever eaten. Like the way that it was made, where it was so good and so well thought out. There were 2 plates that I was like disappointed with.
Yeah.
But the rest of the meal was so good that it just like didn't matter.
Yeah, I think that would be your last meal if you could pick to have that exact meal.
It would be a good last meal. It wouldn't be my last meal.
What's your last meal?
Well, I think my last meal, it would be like obviously a variety of things.
Yes.
But
mine's all the carbs and duck.
Yours is all the carbs and duck and lobster mac and cheese.
Yes.
Mine.
I love rice. So good.
I do think that mine would have to be some sort of like a surf and turf.
Ooh.
With like mahi, some like good quality fish, but not like, I don't know. It really, what I eat is so like in the moment, or like whatever's available, or like what I'm feeling like at that time.
Yeah.
So like right now, if I were to be like my last meal, it would be like some sort of like butter poached, like big sporty white fish, like a mahi, or like, you know, something like that. Like butter poach it, do like a big, like a T-bone, you know, or just a big fillet, something. And then like just like do it up, baked potato, all the fixins.
Oh, you're gonna eat the skin like a nasty.
Crazy mac and cheese.
Love a good mac.
I'd be into that lobster mac and cheese.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I used to have something where I was like, this is what my last meal would be, but
things change.
Mm-hmm.
What's your favorite thing about me?
My favorite thing about you?
Yeah, besides my butt.
I mean,
Took it away.
I mean, you're here. Like,
I mean, without that, what is there?
No, you have a really good way of like basically calling me on my shit. Yeah. Without being a bitch.
Yeah.
You know, like
we've had this discussion before.
You know, because
Austin said I was mean in that conversation, though, so he's since amended his statement.
Well, because I mean, for you and me, like we know how each other are. We know our personalities. I know that you don't like mean to be like it. The way that it comes across is not how you intend it.
No,
a lot of the time.
Yeah,
but you're very to the point.
I'm just a blunt person.
And to like a random passersby, it may seem abrasive.
Maybe that's why I don't talk to people.
Maybe. I did tell Faith that maybe the reason why she has so much anxiety is because she just doesn't want to be rude.
I have a real fear of being rude.
Yeah. So.
I don't like being rude to people. I don't like people being rude to me either.
That's true.
Without my butt, I would have said that probably it's like something to do with my personality. Is your favorite thing about me.
Yeah.
But my butt physically is my physical preferences. That's your favorite thing about me.
Yeah.
Booties.
Booty.
My favorite thing about you is
That dick. No.
yes, the D. Well, like your personality in general, but you're just like a super genuine person. You have a kind face.
Thanks.
You're kind.
And face.
Physically, you have a beautiful smile and perfect eyeballs. Just
I did a
hairy.
fluttery eyeball thing. Yeah, God, I'm so hairy.
So hairy.
Yeah.
It's okay. I don't mind. Obviously.
Obviously.
But
people do like, they'll compliment me on like my beard or
you're like, it's everywhere else.
I'm like, and they're like, that's crazy. Like you grow beards so fast and like all this shit. And I'm like, there's a trade-off.
Yeah.
It's not all just on my face. It happens everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah, that's true. What are we most likely to argue about? Right now, I know the answer.
Shoes.
Yes.
If we had done the
show the answer.
Show your answer, like on the actual Newlywed game, we would have gotten that.
Would have crushed it, gotten the bling, 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 gotten some money.
Yeah, absolutely, 100%.
Yeah. And when you think about that, it comes down to the most common argument in marriage history, money.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what it comes down to. But yeah, it would be shoes.
And honestly, like...
In general, lies and money.
Yeah.
That's where it would come down to.
Communication.
In like real life. Out of all the arguments we've had, that's where it's come down to, is clear communication.
Yeah. No, that's 100% accurate.
Which is also common marriage things, common relationship things. Money, communication, like making sure you have similar life goals. I feel like those are always the arguments people have.
Yeah.
But it makes sense. You have to make sure
the
you're on the
similar
same
life
track.
goal thing makes sense.
Yeah.
Because if you're...
You have to hope you have these conversations before you get married.
Yeah. If you're like married and attached to someone
For
who
sure
doesn't have the same life goals and isn't willing
like,
to adjust.
Yeah.
It's tough.
I don't know how many people we have on here that don't know us or are in new relationships or youngins. Make sure you discuss your life goals before you get married.
Yeah.
We have had that conversation, but still, like, you hear stories of people that like don't discuss ever like whether they want to have kids, and like it's a shock when their significant other's like, no, I don't want to, and you're like, seems like something you should discuss before this, like before the question was popped.
Yeah, totally. You have to talk about the kid thing, especially. That's number one. That's a life-changing thing, and some people totally cool, don't want to have kids. I get it. Yeah,
but a vast majority of people, especially now, I feel like now things are changing. We're like more people, especially girls, because girls are pressured like that's your purpose, is to make a human, are feeling more comfortable saying like, no, I'd rather not.
I honestly could be convinced to not have kids.
I know. I probably could too, but I feel like later in life I would just regret it hugely. It'd be like one of the biggest regrets of my life. So I just feel like I have to with that thought in mind, but I could probably be convinced not to. If somebody was like, if you have a baby, it will kill you. I'm like, okay.
Yeah. You're like, well, shit.
All right. Maybe I'll consider adopting one. But yeah, have those big conversations, guys, before committing to someone for the rest of your life.
Yep.
Marriage shouldn't be taken lightly. What celebrity would I want to be stuck on an island with?
What celebrity? Oh, okay. Maybe someone who doesn't talk a lot.
For real.
Yeah. Just straight up not talking a lot.
You would need the opposite.
Yeah, because if I'm stuck on an island and I don't have somebody to communicate with, we're going crazy.
You're going crazy. Maybe not them.
Does it matter if it's a boy or a girl?
No.
Okay, because, I mean, if we're stuck on a desert island together for, like, years and years, like...
You're hoping for a girl. For sexy parts.
Yeah. I'm just saying, if we're stuck on an island for years and years and years, if it's a boy, it's going to happen, but...
Something's happening.
Yeah,
Prison.
I'm not afraid to admit
That's
it.
why there's prison.
That's why there's prison.
No, that's why there's stories of the gays in prison. Or not the gays. I guess they're not gay. They say they aren't. But you're desperate. Desperate times.
Some of them are.
Desperate measures. Some of them are, for sure. Yeah. Obviously, there's gay people everywhere.
They're everywhere.
They're everywhere. They're taking over. Not really. Good for you. It is Pride Month. Happy Pride.
Oh,
Woo!
nice. Woo!
Happy Pride, guys.
Go Pride. Just
to all our Or LGBTQ. I don't know all the letters anymore. Cause plus, there you go. Plus. We're A's because we're allies.
Yeah.
That's somewhere at the end. What's celebrity, Austin?
Oh, right. God, this is the worst question for me because I don't know any celebrities' names.
I know who I would
want to be stuck on an island with.
For myself personally.
Yeah.
Yeah. For you, I just imagine it'd be some kind of comedian or something. So at least you're having a good time.
Yeah, that's definitely true.
I'm practical. And I want to be with anybody that can get me off the fucking island, like Bear Grylls or something.
That's a good answer.
Anyone that can get me off of the island because I don't want to be stuck on an island.
Okay, nice.
I'm thinking rationally. You're thinking about staying there forever. I'm like, how can I get off of this island?
I figured it's a deserted island and we're just abandoning hope, but that's a good take. That's a good take.
I have hope over here. Austin's all of a sudden the pessimist.
Damn,
that's weird. It's normally me.
It's usually the opposite. If it was like an actual celebrity, probably maybe someone like Emma Watson that you could just like talk to about Harry Potter to. Ooh, no, the girl who plays Luna Lovegood.
Ivana Lynch.
Yeah, because she doesn't talk a lot, but when she does talk, you could talk a lot about Harry Potter.
That's true. I could talk a lot about Harry Potter with her. She's really pale, so like she'd probably get like cooked so fast in the sun. What
if it's like a marshy island?
Ew, mosquitoes. That'd be horrible.
Yeah.
I hope it's not a marshy island.
It doesn't have to be a tropical island.
I hope it's nice.
Yeah, it's an island off the coast of Oregon.
Yeah, that'd be cool. She seems like she would be interesting to talk to. Emma Watson would be cool too. She seems like a smart lady.
She's done, like, you could talk to her about so much more than just Harry Potter. Like, she's
an intelligent lady.
Crazy. She's done all kinds of stuff.
If we're talking about like just having company, then yeah, probably somebody like that would be cool.
But Bear Grylls is a good answer.
But like, really, probably somebody that could get me off of the island.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, if I just happen to like get in a plane crash with Bear Grylls.
Honestly, if I get on a plane and Bear Grylls is on the plane, I fucking hope that plane crashes.
Yeah.
Just because you're like, oh, we're good.
People always say like they don't want to be on a plane. Like people make a lot of jokes, I guess, if they see Tom Hanks on a plane because he's been in so many movies where planes crash.
Yeah.
That they're like, uh-oh, Tom Hanks is here. I feel like he'd be fun to get stuck on an island with. Like, he seems like a nice person. Got a lot of stories.
He seems kind of kooky, too.
Yeah, like a little weird. Got some quirks.
Well, I mean, when you get that famous.
You have to.
Yeah.
Yeah. But, like, you'd be stuck on an island with, like, Bill Murray and just, like, having a good time.
Oh, I would have a fucking great time.
I feel like Bill Murray would eat you. I feel like he's the type of person that wouldn't die.
I don't know that it's possible for him to die.
I don't think so either.
I love the story about him,
or like
just
Chuck
like
Norris,
walking
just
up.
so you can make Chuck Norris jokes all the time. You'd want to be stuck on an island with him.
He would kill me.
Yeah.
But I love the story about Bill Murray where it's like I was like sitting outside and Bill Murray walked up and he stole French fries off of my plate and he ate them and he looked me right in the eyes and he goes, "No one will believe you."
Just true.
And then left.
Yeah. Who else would be good to be stuck, like, realistically, to get off an island?
Oh, to try to get off?
Yeah. Like Bill Nye the Science Guy. He's sciencey. Who knows how crafty he is, though? Elon Musk. Must be good.
He's very inventy.
But he's fucking weird. He's gotten weird.
Dude, he's a weird dude.
He's quirky for sure.
Yeah, but he will build you a rocket to launch you off
like
that
coconuts.
fucking island. Yeah.
He'd find out how to build a tube under the ocean.
Yeah. And he would have some crazy name for it too. Like
yeah.
the Boring Company is so hilarious. Anyone from the Irwin family.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
Because I feel like you can't know that much about animals and not have some survival skills.
Maybe like I don't know any famous like botanists, but they'd be good to be on an island with.
Yeah.
Because they know what to eat. Gordon Ramsay. He'd cook you something. He probably knows what to eat.
Well, and he has a new TV show where he like goes like out
That's true.
in the middle of fucking nowhere.
There we go.
And
Gordon
does that
Ramsay.
exact same thing.
But he's gonna like insult you.
Yeah, but if you're stuck on an island, you could dish it back.
Like an idiot sandwich or whatever he called that fucking bitch.
Yeah, that's hilarious, so dude. He put bread on either side of her head.
Yeah.
He likes calling people cows a lot.
He does, which is rude.
But
also then you see these videos of him being like super sweet.
Right.
And you're like, damn, this guy.
He's
just a hard ass.
I love that. Well, see, the thing is like if you watch shows about him, he's just genuine. He tells you what he thinks, and he has a high standard for food.
Yeah.
He's also fucking jacked. Did you know that he played professional soccer before he became a chef?
I did know that. And he is pretty jacked under all that chef garb.
Underneath that chef coat.
Oh, yeah.
He's one ripped dude.
There's always somebody, and what was that fucking Master Chef? There's always somebody on Master Chef that's like obsessed with him. Like, think he's like the cutest thing ever. He's got he should have worn sunscreen back in the day.
He's British.
I'm just saying, he should have worn some sunscreen because his face is looking crazy.
I don't think he's a bad looking guy.
No, he's not bad looking. It's just like, he looks older than he is. I don't know how old he is, but he looks older.
You're just assuming that however old he looks older.
He can't be 70, and that's how old he looks. if he's older than 70, then fucking good for you, Gordon Ramsay.
Damn. You think he looks 70?
His skin is like leathery. It's just he's got very deep wrinkles. Very deep.
I think that's just because he's expressive.
Maybe. He does yell a lot. Mm-hmm. A lot of face movements.
Yeah. But I don't think he looks 70.
No, he doesn't. But he does look old.
Yeah.
He's got to be in his 50s, right?
Yeah. I think he looks tops 60.
Oh, yeah.
That's like what I think he looks like.
Yeah.
But I think he could pass as like 50 easy.
Well, yeah, because he's got a fucked up face. He was in an episode of New Girl. And he was like, Jess won a free dinner for like Valentine's Day cooked by like a celebrity chef.
Yeah.
And she didn't have a Valentine's Day. So it was just like her sitting at this table and Gordon Ramsay like pouting in the background like, don't you have anybody else coming? You didn't invite anybody to enjoy this meal cooked by me? Just very full of himself. Anyways. How do I like my eggs cooked, Austin?
It changes.
Yeah, I know.
Tough
questions.
Yeah, you don't like poached eggs.
I don't.
And you don't like sunny side up, but that's just because I don't like sunny side up.
I don't have anything against sunny side up.
Yeah.
The answer is yes.
Yeah. You like
I like eggs.
You like them hard boiled. You like them soft boiled. You like them fried. You like them basted. You love them basted.
I do. I love a good basted.
I haven't made it for you in a while. Maybe I'll make you basted eggs coming up.
Yum. Remember that one time that we ordered basted eggs in a restaurant and that we were sitting right
the guy got
in the window. We could see the kitchen and the guy was like, "Who the fuck ordered basted eggs?"
And Sooks was there and she was all upset because she thought he was a cutie.
Yeah. She's like, "Oh, now he hates me." I was like, "Whatever. You can make some basted eggs. It takes like 5 seconds. Calm down, guy."
Oh man, it was funny.
It was funny.
Because they were kind of busy too. It was.
You like yours fried over medium.
I just like them over medium.
Yeah.
They don't got to be fried.
Fried.
Mostly
over medium. But that is your preference, I feel like. Mm-hmm. I just like eggs. Most eggs, I'll take them.
Yeah.
I've never had, I don't like, but I'll eat them. Like when they're over hard, I guess. Yeah. I don't like it because I like a runny egg. But
I only like over hard.
But it's fine on sandwiches.
Yeah. I only like over hard eggs when they're on like a breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
And you're like going
on the go, not sitting at a plate.
Yeah,
you can't have a runny egg on the go.
No,
it's a disaster.
It's tough stuff. Just try shaking someone's hand after.
What?
Just try shaking someone's hand after. They'll hate you.
Yeah, it would be gross. An egg, like the yolk gets like really on you. You'll wash your hands and like you still have like.
No, you gotta like scrape it off.
Yeah, like a couple hours later, like what the fuck is on my hand? Oh, egg yolk.
And like all in like your cuticles.
Yeah, I hate that.
Yeah.
That's a problem too. Sometimes I think about it, like when we have eggs, I don't think about it ever. And then I go to wash the dishes and it's just like fucking stuck to the plate. I'm like, I'm gonna have to wash these like 12 times.
Yep.
Okay. How would you spend your lottery money if you won the lottery?
Ooh. Am I answering for me or am I answering for you?
You're answering for me.
Okay.
It's the same answer, honestly.
Library.
If I was being frivolous.
Yeah.
My own library.
Well, you would buy a library plus other stuff, but the first purchase library.
Yeah.
Wait, well, how much is a lottery? Because like, if you're like, I won $500 on a scratch off ticket.
No. Won $100 on a scratch off ticket. Bought 2 12 packs and a tank of gas with it. That's for you, Becca. You told me to shout you out. There you go. We were supposed to go see Luke Combs, and now we can't.
I know.
Because the Rona, that's another reason I'm pouting.
Canceled everything.
Well, because the Rona, and then so they're building the stadium down in California that we were going to see him in. So even without the Rona, apparently it would have been canceled because one of the construction workers at the stadium that we were supposed to go see Luke Combs at, Luke Combs with Tim McGraw, and he was opening Midland. It would have been a great show.
Yeah,
anyways,
and I was going to go to the comedy store.
Yeah, Austin was going to go to comedy. So the stadium is like not built yet. It's being built right now in LA. And one of the construction workers just like fell 60 feet to his death. So they paused construction. So either way, it would have been canceled probably.
Yeah.
No, we're going to say like the mega millions, but like a reasonable amount. Like, I don't know what's normal, like 500,000 or something. Like not like a crazy amount, not $1 million.
We're not even winning millions?
No.
What?
We're just going to say like a medium amount.
I feel like...
What's a normal...
Like mega millions. You have to win millions.
500 million. There you go.
Nice. That's a good one.
There you go. I feel like it's like normal, like in that range when people finally win, you know? Because when it gets past that is when everybody's like, oh my God, I got to buy a ticket.
Well, when it gets up to like 500 million, that's when everybody's like, I have to buy a ticket. I feel like once it gets into triple digits, that's usually when something hits.
Yeah.
You know? So if we're talking about 100 million plus, library, first thing.
Yeah.
And then we're buying
my own
houses.
library, not for people.
What?
My own library, not for people.
Yeah, your own library, personal library.
We're just gonna buy a house with a library.
Yeah, and then family members get houses.
Yeah.
And then you buy one of them Porsches you like.
Yeah. I want a very reasonable, nice car.
Yeah.
Like a Volvo. So boring.
But
I'd want like a fun car too. Like
Porsches
a Bronco or like a nice truck or like a Mustang, like an old one, not a new one because the new ones fucking suck.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd want a fun car, but I wouldn't drive it a lot.
You just show it
I would just
off.
have it.
Yeah. I mean, you got that
I
much
would take
money.
it like once a month somewhere.
Yeah. But I think that's what you'd do. Mostly library and houses.
And then traveling.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Quit your job, travel.
Yeah. And then when I came back from traveling, I get a part-time job because I don't like to just sit around.
Well, you would work at like Barnes & Noble just to keep yourself busy.
Yeah, a part-time job just to have fun.
Yeah.
I don't need like a real job. I think you'd do something similar and then you'd invest money and buy too many shoes.
I would buy way too
I would
many
definitely
shoes.
put a budget on your shoe.
You'd have a regular library. I'd have a shoe library.
Yeah, I would put a budget on your shoes.
What? We got $100 million plus. I'm spending $1 million on shoes.
That was going to be your budget.
That's reasonable.
$1 million. And if we get that in return from our investments, you can have $1 million a year on shoes.
Well, I'm buying a lot of shoes right off the bat.
Yeah.
Right. Like, boom, like $1 million in shoes. And then continuously after that.
Yes.
But
you would have a yearly budget of $1 million. You can't go over.
Yeah.
That's too much.
That's a lot on shoes.
I feel like a library wouldn't even cost like in my in-home library wouldn't cost that much.
No. And I'm honestly $1 million in shoes is kind of fucking nuts.
Unless you're buying insane shoes. Just
Insane
like you just walk by Michael Jordan, you're like, I want those shoes on your feet right now.
What's up, LeBron? Give me them sneakers.
Give me fucking shoes. Okay, last question. We made it through all of them. Ready?
Whoop, whoop, whoop.
What is my favorite movie that I tell people when I'm trying to be cool versus my actual favorite movie?
I don't think it changes.
Sometimes people change things.
Yeah. I think that your favorite movie changes.
Yes. From the regular.
And we've talked about this. You don't have like a favorite movie. You have like a top 5 or
I
like
love
a
so
top
many
10.
movies.
Yeah.
What about my favorite TV show? If I tell people like my true favorite show and like what actually is my favorite show.
Okay. I don't know what you tell people, but
People never really ask me. Do people ask that to people? It's like
right
an opening date.
Right now, your favorite TV show is Avatar.
Honestly, I'm obsessed. Watch Avatar, guys.
Yeah, but the show that you watch over and over again is Gilmore Girls.
Yes, I have no shame in saying that's one of my favorite shows either.
No,
I wouldn't say
exactly.
it's my favorite show.
It's like your go-to.
But it's a good show to put on. Like, I have like a series, like a rotation of shows that I'll just like put on when I have nothing else, like for in the morning before I go to work or something, because I don't always have time to watch a full episode, so I'll just like put something on. Because it's the worst when you like put on a show you're like invested in, like when Outlander was happening and Becca was just like catching up to me, you know. And
I can't put on the TV before I go to work.
Yeah, I know you'll get stuck forever.
It doesn't really even matter what it is. I'll be late.
Yeah,
I'm almost late whether or not the TV's on
because you have a phone. So like I can't, because if I had to stop it halfway through, that'd be horrible. So I like to put on shows I don't care about or like I've seen. I'm at the point in Gilmore Girls right now that like I don't like it anymore, because spoilers if you guys haven't watched the show, that's like 10 years old. Luca and Lorelai just broke up, and I hate that when that happens. Yeah, it's so sad.
Well, you always talk about that, and then like at a certain point, Rory,
like the other Lorelai,
the daughter,
the reigning Lorelai,
kind of becomes a bitch.
Yeah, she just sleeps with everybody. Jesus.
She's very self-obsessed.
She is really. There's arguments on the internet about how Rory Gilmore is the worst character in television.
Oh, in all of television?
In all of television, for sure. On the Gilmore Girls,
on Gilmore Girls, there's a lot. I mean, they have Hitler on TV, like so
in fictional television.
Yeah, I mean, even then, there's like any Bond villain like is actually trying to kill people.
It's not a TV show.
Bond was a TV show back before it was movies.
That's funny.
Fun fact, I learned that from an uncle who is obsessed with James Bond.
James Bond? Never seen any of them.
I've seen like one or two.
I've seen bits and pieces of multiple, but I've never seen any of them.
I'm not like James Bond obsessed.
They're books, aren't they?
They were books.
I wouldn't mind reading a book. I like a good spy book.
I've heard that.
Although he's like kind of like misogynistic, especially back in the day.
Yeah, you realize how old like the books are, like how old this character is. It's
for real.
Super misogynistic. Although I've heard, what's his name? The like British dude with the crazy blue eyes who plays Bond now.
Daniel Craig.
I don't know, but you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
I've heard he's a great Bond.
Yeah, I've heard good things about him. I wanted Idris Elba to be Bond. He petitioned for it.
He'd be a great
But
James
people were all
Bond,
like butthurt about him being black.
Whatever.
They're like, well, James Bond historically isn't. I'm like, so?
Yeah, so?
What does it matter?
Whatever his name is, the time booth guy. Doctor Who, yeah. Whoever it is.
Whoever.
Doctor Who isn't always a woman, but...
Yeah, she was a woman in the most recent season, apparently.
Yeah, they made her a lady. And,
that's because it's like I've never watched Doctor Who, but I know the concept. Yeah. It's like a Dalai Lama situation.
Reincarnation.
It comes back reincarnation style. That's why they could go on forever. Forever.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I don't know that you really have a favorite TV show.
I don't.
You kind of just watch a little. You watch whatever I want to watch, honestly.
Mostly.
You're so kind. Maybe The Marvelous Miss Maisel, because we watched that recently and you really like that show.
I like that show a lot.
Avatar, or not like Naruto, but I don't think you'd have any.
Naruto's definitely not my favorite.
No shame in telling anybody that you like these things.
No, I don't have shame in saying that I like most things that I like.
Yeah.
There's probably something that I'm just not thinking of, but.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We know each other. Shocking.
We do. Look at that.
Know each other. It only takes 10 years to get to know somebody, guys.
Yeah.
But
that's all it takes.
That's all it takes. Just 10 years of knowing and seeing each other most every single day. You know how many days we've seen each other?
So many.
So many days.
Ugh.
So many days. And it's not even that long from now that we'll have been together longer than we weren't together.
Well, yeah, because we got together...
like 5.5 years off.
Yeah. We got together when we were like, what?
I was 15.
15 and 16?
Yeah.
So...
We're 5.5 to 6 years away from having been together longer than we were not.
That's weird.
In life.
Honestly, at this point, we're probably have been together for longer than like we have memories.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Things
are weird. Most of my life has been with you soon. Most of my memorable life has been with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Or at least almost half.
Yeah. Weird. It's weird, guys, but we are newlyweds. Sort of.
We haven't gone on our honeymoon yet.
We haven't. So counts. I feel like that makes it.
Yep.
The weird thing about this particular newlywed game, because normally it's like a yes or no thing, like you hold up a shoe. For some reason, it's like, like that's how most people do it at weddings.
Well, yeah, at
not
weddings,
like the real game,
but like the newlywed game is like
you write things down like a whiteboard. Which we didn't do because this would be hard. But usually like at weddings, which this one was advertised as like a wedding game.
Okay.
Found it on like.
I feel like some of these answers are a little bit more involved than what would be good to.
And I'm like, is this something that you play with like everybody at the wedding, and you like leave these because like people always have like questions like write down a date suggestion or something like for the newlyweds, and like then you just like laugh over it later like when you're drunk. It's
a good game to play like at the end of the every wedding at the end of the night, all of like the grandparents have gone home, and it's just like the core. It's like the bride and groom, the
close fams,
the bridal party, and like the direct, like usually younger family, or like the parents who are staying up like way later than what they usually would do.
Yeah.
Or in your case, just staying up normal because your dad is up late all the time.
Yeah,
anyways.
my dad's always up.
But there's always like that core group that you end up playing like Cards Against Humanity with, or just like
hanging out around the campfire at our wedding playing.
These would be good
songs.
Questions to play with that group.
Yeah.
But anything more than that, and it'd just get annoying.
At our wedding, it was like hanging out around the campfire with some grandparents and our parents. Well, not my mom was inside with the baby.
Mm-hmm.
But hanging out with like the bridal party and our parents, drinking a little bit, hanging out around the fire, and then I was like, I'm fucking dead.
Yeah.
Because I had woken up at 4 a.m. in a panic. Not about getting married, but because I had a dream that somebody stole all the stuff we set up the night before. And then I couldn't fall asleep. And then at my sister's wedding, it was like her husband, her, me and you, and then like my dad and his wife, now my stepmom.
Mm-hmm.
And we just like stayed and played Cards Against Humanity. And then at my dad's wedding, it was like me and you, my dad and my stepmom, and then like his two good friends, Sadie and her boyfriend. I want to say his name starts with a J. I don't know. And we were all just hanging out at like a bar, continuing to drink and talk. There's always a last standing group.
There always is.
It seems like. I don't know.
Yeah. And honestly, that's like when it's almost like you do a workout, and and let's say it's a good workout, and then like you do a cool down after, and then you're like, oh man, I'm still doing stuff, but like you can just like think about like how you actually did whatever.
Yeah.
And it's almost better. I don't know if that analogy works.
Not really,
as good as I want it to.
I'll let you go with it. I'll let you go with it. I just made that up, guys. Anyways, where can they find you, Austin?
Me?
Yeah.
Little old me?
Little 10.
Well, if we're talking
the
about...
The mister over there.
The 10. If we're talking about the social medias...
Yes. Not like if they want to stalk you. Just social media.
Well,
not in real
social
life.
media is good for stalking, too.
It is. Except for you don't post a lot, so not really.
No, but...
you guys can find me if you want to stalk Austin.
Once things kind of get going again, I might start posting some stuff because we'll actually be doing stuff.
Yeah.
But you can find me on Instagram at Austin J. Castler, and on Facebook, I'm just regular old Austin Castler. And... what about you? Where can they find you?
They can find me, Little Old Faith, or the Missy.
The Missy.
On Instagram at I Wish I Could Tag Faith, all lowercase, all one word. They can find this lovely podcast on most of the social media, Instagram and Twitter at You're a Podcast, YOURE. And then on Facebook, if you just look up You're a Podcast, I think you can do at also. It'll still come up. Because I know you can at people on Facebook now. You could also find us on YouTube. We're working on video, obviously. By looking up Your Podcast, you do have to scroll a little bit. On our next like on this, when we post about this episode, we'll make sure to link it so it's easier to find, so you guys can find our page and subscribe if you're interested. Since we're working on doing video for all of them, so you guys can see our precious little faces. My lovely face.
Yeah, and if you follow us on Facebook, we always post the links.
Yeah, because it is a little, since we're not that big yet, spread the word. It can be a little bit weird to find us. You'd have to scroll a little, so you can always find the links on our Facebook. So yeah, make sure to spread the word, guys. Stay safe out there. Happy Pride and all that jazz. Bye!